Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 1000 of IDAS. I said 1000 because I don't remember which one it is. It's episode 8. PogChamp, yay, I wrote it before in the title. Welcome in everyone, and welcome to the cast. Once again, we are gathered here to play this amazing game after quite the cliffhanger on the last episode. It wasn't that much of a cliffhanger, it was a little bit. So yeah, before we begin, a couple things. As you guys know, it is customary here. I'd like to remind all of you that are watching live that this will be available both on Spotify, Google Podcasts, and YouTube later. And by later, I mean on Monday, which is pretty PogChamp. And if you're watching, shit, I said a Twitch term, that means it's really good. And if you're watching this on YouTube or listening in on Spotify and Google Podcasts, which is also very PogChamp, now you know what it means. You can watch it live at twitch.tv/unpopular_onion every Saturday at 9:30 p.m. GMT +1. And now that I said this, it is important to warn you guys that the next episode, which will be this next week, will not be on Saturday, which means technically I lied to you because it's not every Saturday. The next episode will be on the next Friday at the same time. This is because it's none of your business. So moving on. You thought I was gonna say moving on. I guess that concludes what I had to say. Let's go around the table once again and let our players introduce themselves, or just say who they are and where they're playing. So starting first with the halfling rogue, madam.
I'm Fish. I play as Sagrin.
There we go. Ooh, quick and effective. Next up, let's go to our dark elf cleric.
I am Mysterry and I play Zizel.
Ooh, Lizizi, as he is known in the legends of whatever. Next up, our fairy wizard.
Hello, my name is Midi and I play as Tuna.
Nice. Tuna the fish. She plays a fish. And we also have a player named Fish. Next up, our dark elf sorceress.
Hi, I'm Witch, and I'm playing as Syndra.
There we go. All right, now that we've talked about all of them, and you guys once again get the check to remind yourselves of their voices. If you've forgotten them, you're a big idiot, but it can happen. Anyway, let's get a little bit of a recap of what happened last episode. So, our heroes, when faced with a gigantic hole in front of them, decided it would be good to rest next to the gigantic hole. But mind you, they were questioning about the distance. At which distance should they rest away from this giant hole? And it started with 500 meters and ended up with 50 meters. So it got reduced by 10 times, but they decided to spend the night at the edge of the forest, to rest up and regain some of their strength after they faced a creature, a flying creature, a manticore in the forest. Quite strange to find one in the middle of the forest, but it's my world, so I get to decide what happens. And so that guy was in the forest. Fuck you. Moving on. During the night, our heroes once again decided to take plenty of watches, and they divided themselves in groups to see what they would spot. And guess what happened again? Illusions. And a great many deal of insanity began to happen in this forest, starting with even a little fox that approached our group and whose brain then exploded and came out of its body, bursting from the skull, and then leaving, just walking away from all the problems of its life. And after that, even Sagrin saw this strange figure that looked just like her, but with more male-ish features. This figure obviously flipped her the finger, and she flipped back, rightfully so. Nothing else of interest happened during that night, so it went pretty quietly this time, I would say. And then our heroes in the morning decided to dive into the giant hole, this cavern that Boss had marked as his old home. So they dove in. First, there was a huge discussion on whether they should use light or not. They then finally decided that instead of just using regular light, they would have ZZ hold the bless spell and then release it and hold it again, and release it and hold it again, to have momentary light just 10 feet in front of them. And obviously that turned out pretty well, as he stepped on a trap and was slightly injured after it, to, you know, great surprise, obviously, of ZZ, who did not expect or see this coming ever. And after that, our heroes finally decided to turn on the lights, which alerted people in front of them. Well, people would be the wrong word. It alerted lizard people, or dragon people, I don't know, kobolds in front of them. They were waiting in ambush, but they were quickly dispatched by the group, quite easily, actually, without spending many resources, but maybe some that they needed. They moved past this outpost that was protecting sort of a cross-section or a T-section in the tunnel. They headed towards the left part of the tunnel then, and Bob, the adventurous Bob, at the command of Tuna, or with Tuna inside his brain, went out and explored. Found a room with a bunch of kobold bodies. Smelled like rot and death. And then found the room with 2 kobolds living. One of them kicked Bob, and Bob vanished. Disappeared. Died. Or is temporarily dismissed. They finished off the kobolds, one of them with the tiniest of all daggers, from Tuna, straight through the eye. And then they moved on. They encountered 4 sleeping kobolds just at the top of the morning, and Sagrin slit their throats from the shadows without waking them up. Merciless killer. After that, in the cages, they found someone they were looking for. Liam, a prisoner here, much skinnier, almost weaker immediately at their sight. And they managed to free him and ask him what was happening there. Liam was incoherent. Liam was scared and in shock. But they managed to find out that some sort of dragon man was inside of this cavern and was responsible for torturing him and doing things that he doesn't even remember. Our heroes decided to leave him there with a dagger, alone in the dark, and move on out to explore the rest of the cave and probably find out this dragon man that Liam talked about. Now, adventurers, my friends, you move through the cave, through the left, the initial left tunnel, which is now the tunnel you're in. You move on through, and as you do, when you reach that T-section, that split path, you see coming from what is now just straight ahead of you, this sort of purple light that flashes occasionally. And it continues flashing from, I would say, an interval of 30 seconds. Every 30 seconds you see this purple light flash across the tunnel. What do you do?
Well, let's go, guys. Move forward.
Shouldn't we get some rest first?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that. You guys need to rest, right?
Yes, and I was also would like to check out this necklace.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
For a bit.
So you guys are taking a short rest, is that it?
Yeah, and I also want to attune with the necklace.
Okay. Where are you taking this short rest exactly? Are you picking any of the rooms that you've explored so far, or are you just taking it in the middle of the cavern in the T section?
Maybe in the room where Liam was?
Yeah, I think it would be safer.
Right. Let's do that then. You guys go back after seeing the purple lightning and it being weird. You go back and take a little short rest. I will have... Let me check something. Oh, actually, I have it here. I'll have ZZ roll a perception check for me during
Perception.
this short rest.
It's a 10.
All right. As you are all resting, you have 1 hour, by the way, to do whatever you want. But Zizi, the purple lightning that you saw, or the purple lighting that you saw, like blur out across the cavern, seems to, I will say, about 20 to 25 minutes in your rest seems to have spread. In the sense that you saw it only on that tunnel, and now you can see it creep upon the edges of this other tunnel that you guys are in. It has increased in size. It's got a boner. All right. During this hour, is there anything you guys want to accomplish? Or are you just, you want to skip forward?
We already explored when we found Liam,
Yeah.
so...
All right. I will say you can attune and equip the Periapt of Wound Closure, Zizi. You guys do get a short rest, so you can mark the short rest. If you want to heal from it, you can also heal from it. You can roll your hit dice to heal from or to heal during the short rest. You will not get the benefit of the item, Ystera, because you will only be able to attune right at the end of the short rest. So you will not heal for the full of the dice, okay? You will still have to roll to heal. But
Okay.
if you want to use your hit dice, you can. If you want to use Arcane Recovery, Tuna, you can also do that. And yeah, you guys get a short rest. And whenever you're ready to go, we can go. You ready to go?
Yeah.
All right.
Go!
You guys move forward and you're moving into the tunnel, and now the flashing is still every 30 seconds almost, and it blinds you momentarily. Are you moving in stealthily, or are you going in raw?
Okay, wait. Before
Yeah.
we do anything, I want to cast Mage Armor.
Okay. You cast Mage Armor on yourself as pixie dust begins flying around Tuna and covering her wings, extending a little bit beyond. You have Mage Armor on.
Same.
All right, Mage Armor on Syndra. Much different look as all the shadow within the tunnel begins sort of coalescing around her and protecting her. Anything else? Okay, so
Yeah.
are you moving in stealthily, or are you going in raw?
Stealth.
Maybe stealthily, yeah.
All right. If you are inside of Sagrin's pocket, only Sagrin needs to roll, Tuna, but for the rest, please roll stealth checks for me. Ooh, very high. Ooh, and a 7. All right, 11, 23, and a 7. You guys begin moving slowly through the other tunnel as the purple light continues to flash all across it. You notice the tunnel goes for hundreds of feet forward from where the light comes, but to your right, about 30 feet from you, and then to your left, about, I would say, 50 feet from you, you see two other entrances, or two other openings in the walls. What do you do?
We do? What do we do? I don't know.
Do you guys want to go to the light directly or check the other paths?
Maybe check the other path first.
Okay. Let's go to the right.
Yeah,
Yes.
we can check it like quickly.
All right. As you creep forward towards the right side, who's going first?
I can go.
All right, Zizi, you creep forward, kind of your movement. You just keep knocking rocks all over the place as you move, but you manage to creep through. Looking through, you see a pile of corpses, human, or they appear to be human at least, but eyes covering their bodies. and their faces frozen in shock. A look you have seen before in Ben, from Ben's Bag of Baubles. I'm sorry, there's a lot of you know? Not little Bob. Bob's fine.
Poor
I
Bob.
mean, he's not fine, he's dead, but...
He's dead.
Well, this is creepy, guys.
Yeah, we've seen this before, and I think they're just a waste of, like, not waste, the remains of people that were used by the massive man.
Excuse me, sir.
You just called them waste?
You're a priest, dude.
Not in that sense. I mean, like, they were what remained.
Well,
Do we recognize someone?
You do not. However, there is something that you guys do notice. There is no smell.
It might be recent. Or, I don't know.
Yeah, they might have been killed.
The light once again flashes, and now accompanied by this strange roar.
I think whatever is happening, it's growing in power and feeding off these people, leaving off this trail of dead bodies behind. So,
But
Agreed.
can we try to search for something useful here?
Sure, you can.
Items and shit.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check. Let's see if you accidentally slip a finger in someone's butthole.
No.
A 12. You go and touch to search like amidst the bodies and around them, and immediately as you are reaching out and reaching around, a hand grabs yours.
The
And
frick?
all of the eyes of every single body, every single person here focus on you.
I shake it?
You're
Guys,
trying to
help?
you guys trying to wrestle off the arm? It's like
Yeah.
holding on. All right, roll an
Yeah.
athletics check for me.
She's gonna lose an arm.
Oh god.
It's
10. You're trying to wrestle it off. You can't. It's holding on to you. And as you continue, another one and another one grabs your leg.
Oh no.
Guys,
I
I'm
want to
needing
go
some
there
help here.
with my mace.
You want to smash the arms?
Yeah.
All right, roll an attack for me with your mace.
Wait.
You begin hearing as they begin trying to reach out and grab onto Syndra.
Guys, this is getting creepy. Help.
I cannot go, they might grab me.
Where
The
the
whole-
Same.
my mace?
Same. And it's not getting creepy. It is creepy. And I'm the one that steals stuff.
Okay, you manage to break off one of the arms. There's about 3 of them on her still.
Okay, I continue to break it.
All right, roll 2 more attacks then.
Can I bonk with my staff?
You can bonk with your staff, sure. I'll say you can just place your staff on him.
Okay,
Another arm
I think
breaks.
I broke another one.
Yes, another arm breaks. You're almost free. And as Syndra begins to burn the other arm with her staff, you manage to break the other free as the whole mass of the body begins moving slowly towards Syndra. What do you guys do?
Guys, run.
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 All right.
Oh, fuck.
You begin running away from there as the voices continue to creep in. You guys come here. And they continue you see the mass of bodies continues to move in your direction until you guys run. Where are you running? Are you running to the other room? Are you running forward?
Yeah.
To the other
room.
Okay.
That was on the left.
You go and
I'm pretty sure they're gonna follow us either way.
you run into the other room, and just as you get there, you get to this room that has these like sort of amethyst crystals, enormous amethyst crystals surrounding what look to be eggs, big eggs. And they are all sort of like in piles next to these amethyst crystals. You see another one of these similar piles, but they have no eggs. And right in front of you, a kobold with a shield that seems to have this. It seems to be some sort of a scaly shield that has this purplish hue to it. It's green, but it shines purple, and it holds a spear, and it looks straight at you. And he seems to be in a defensive position and just staring.
We should run to the purple light. No.
Yeah. Bye.
Yeah.
Nice surprise. Oh, wait.
All right, you run. What the fuck?
It's a stealthy run, okay? It's a stealthy
stealthy
run.
run.
Yeah, sure, dude.
I steal stuff, okay? I
You
can do,
guys,
and I'm
sure.
tiny.
All right,
I'm
but
tiny,
you're
I don't make any
panic running, and you have little legs.
Panic.
We can
I don't
panic
know that.
silently.
Okay, you guys continue running towards the light as it flashes for 30 seconds, and finally you reach this end room. It's a huge, enormous room, cavernous size. Just even the ceiling is probably at like 50 feet tall. And just as the light vanishes and you guys dash into it with it shining into your eyes, almost blinding you, you walk inside and you see this winged humanoid, back turned to you, as it holds what it looks to be a kobold in the air by its neck. It crushes it, and you see it break in its hands as the head tumbles to the side. And as it does, this purple flash fills in the room and blinds you again. And this fissure appears in the air as something falls from it, a lump of flesh. You now look around you, and you see corpses. Hundreds of them, humans, kobolds, and these floating, or these like heads, these scaly heads with multiple eye stalks, these little tentacles with eyes at their end that you have fought before. The winged humanoid turns, facing you. You see dark purplish skin with sort of scaly sections. The head of a dragon with horns that curve back and upward. Its jaw... Shut up. I'm talking.
It's not here.
Its jaw is lined with spikes, as well as its spine all the way down to its mace-like tail. He wears armor, bracers and shoulder pads, but all made of scrap and broken pieces. In his right arm, you notice 3 eyes that all stare at you from the back of his arm. He unsheathes 2 serrated swords as he looks at you, saying, excuse me.
I guess we won't talk.
Sagrin sar anis Dilkid bus to over.
Does anybody here speak Draconic?
Let me check.
No.
I don't know if that was English or not, but yeah. No.
Nope. No draconic.
His wings expand and flare out, revealing 2 eyes that now stare at you, and another is revealed on its forehead. Roll initiative.
Mommy, old me.
Can I just say, what, sir?
What was that?
All right, remember,
gosh.
you guys are in the dark right now.
Yeah.
You did worse than me.
All right. Give me a second. Okay. Let me roll initiative for him.
Okay.
Whoa, dude! That is high as shit! Alright.
I'm so dead.
So,
Lapse in draconic.
Lapse in draconic. All right. Give me a second. Let me take hold of the initiative rolls here. All right. And then it's yes. So 24 for Sagrin with a natural 20, and 8 for Syndra, 14 for ZZ, and 5 for Tuna. Where in this order could he be? All right. So top of the round, my friends. Top of the round. Sagrin, it is your turn. You are blind and cannot see shit in front of you.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Since I always let Zizi run in front of me or go in front of me, to serve as a human shield. And since I'm very tiny, I'm gonna hide.
Okay.
I go like this in the dark, and I feel his legs, which are very familiar to me at this point, and I hide.
All right, go ahead and roll a stealth check for me.
22.
22. Alrighty. Let's hope you're hidden. At the end of your turn, the creature is going to use one of its legendary actions, or 2 of them, to use Force Ray. I am going to need ZZ to roll a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Oh, snap.
You have to beat a 14.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Does a 2
That's
beat a
1.
14?
Natural 1. All right, you're gonna take a fuck ton of damage. Okay, let me see. Oh, I rolled low. Wow. Oh shit! I rolled a 1, a 2, and a 2. You take 5 points of force damage as from somewhere. I mean, you can see it, but Sagrin, you just see this purplish light just move through the room and hit ZZ right in the chest as it once again vanishes and everything fades to dark again. All right, now it's his turn. What is it going to do? Well, you guys have done jack shit to it yet. He is going to. You begin hearing. And you see him take off in the air. He is now 30 feet flying in the air, and from its forehead, this sort of yellowish beam fires straight at ZZ once again. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw, please. Beat a 14.
Does a 22 hit?
22 beats the DC,
Yeah.
yes, and you feel the beam kind of freeze your muscles, but you manage to wrestle the effect off. And that's going to be his turn. All right, next up, ZZ, it's yours.
I want to cast Dancing Lights.
All right, you cast Dancing Lights. You're gonna be concentrating on them if you cast Dancing Lights. Remember that. All right, so Dancing Lights. Let me see. I'm gonna put them. Where do you want them? Ping them.
One here.
Okay.
Another one here.
Okay.
How many do I have? 3?
I think it's 4, no, or 3. 3,
It's
3.
four.
Or 4. 4? That's 4.
Yeah.
One
I use
here.
less episodes.
Okay, there you go.
And I'm not sure if I'm like there, if it's far enough.
Wait, ping again. I'm sorry, I didn't see it. Over there. If it's past the casting range, 120 feet, right?
I think so.
I believe it is.
Let me check. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
All right. These lights.
Okay.
These lights illuminate the room now, and you see it flying above this creature with all of its eyes, the forehead ID, the wings kind of freeze momentarily in the air between each flap to look at you. Anything else you want to do with your turn, ZZ? All right. At the end of your turn, he's going to use one of his legendary actions to move, and he is going to move closer.
I'm just gonna fix my position now that I can actually see.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, he's going to move closer over there. All right.
Can I move as well because I'm inside
Sagrin's pocket. Yeah, you can. Go ahead. All right. Next up, after
Overboard.
Zizi, it is Syndra's turn. What do you want to do?
Fuck. I cast Shadow Blade.
You're gonna cast Shadow Blade on yourself. All right, bonus action, and this blade of shadows is formed in your hand. What do you do with it?
Throw it at him.
All right, you can throw it at him. Let me see if you are within. Okay, it will be a straight roll. If you are throwing it at it, you're not gonna have advantage because he is beyond 20 feet, which is the optimal range for throwing the Shadow Blade. You can move, even if you move forward, he's 30 feet in the air, so
yeah,
you're never gonna get the advantage. You're just gonna do a normal roll for an attack with Shadow Blade. Let's go and do it. Roll to hit. All right, that's the damage. But first, let's roll a d20 and we'll add your spell attack modifier. Roll a regular d20.
Fuck, lost it. Here.
So it is +7 to that roll. All right, a 3 + 7 sadly does not make it. You throw your Shadow Blade as it flies through the sky, or through the air, not the sky, there's no sky here, and goes straight at the creature. You almost see it vanish in front of it, and you miss the attack. All right, anything else you want to do? You want to move? Are you staying there?
Gonna move.
Go ahead. You could... Gotcha. Easy enough to do. All right. So, next up, Tuna, it's your turn.
Oh, it's me. Oh, sorry. Okay. I'll cast Fairy Fire on him.
You're gonna cast Fair Fire. All right, that's a dexterity saving throw, right?
Yes.
Dexterity 15 save. Let me see if he makes it. He does not. He's going to use one of his legendary resistances to resist the effect of Fairy Fire. As you see, one of the eyes in its arm close. The pixie dust around him just whoosh, is pretty much blown away by its wings, and one of its eyes on his arm closes. All right, anything else you want to move?
No.
All right, you're staying inside Sagrin's pocket. Gotcha. Back to the top of the round, Sagrin. It is your turn.
Yes, I'll just I'll shoot.
You're gonna
with
shoot.
my crossbow.
All right, go ahead and shoot with your crossbow. You do not have advantage on the attack. You were not hidden. The creature seems to be well aware that you are there.
Okay.
You're gonna have to roll
just check.
higher than a 25 in stealth if you want to make it past and hide from him.
All right.
So it's a regular roll.
Yeah.
I just lift my leg while she's shooting.
17 is going to hit though. Go ahead and roll damage as Zizi lifts his leg. A hand pops in between and shoots at the creature for a whopping 7 damage. Where are you shooting it?
At the arm.
All right, you shoot at the arm and you heard it, but not that much. All right, anything else you want to do?
Hide.
All right, go ahead. Bonus action, hide.
Do I
Roll
stealth?
roll a stealth check, yeah.
21.
Alrighty. The eyes are still glaring at all
Yeah.
of you, and they seem to be tracking all of you at the same time. All right. Now it is back to his turn. During his turn, what is he going to do? Tuna, you popped out of the pocket and you shot him, right? And then you're still inside of the pocket?
Yeah.
All right. Well, somebody is alone. The same yellow beam fires at Syndra. Syndra, I'm gonna need you to make a Constitution saving throw. You have to beat a 14. Constitution saving throw. 21. You feel your muscles freeze, but you manage to resist the effect. Good rolls, everyone. All right. He ends his turn by moving.
Oh no.
And he's going to be flying right above Syndra. All right. That's the end of his turn. Zizi, it's your turn.
Bless.
You're gonna cast Bless. You're gonna lose Dancing Lights if you do that.
No.
Oh. Then no Bless for now.
Oh boy.
Since he's moving towards Syndra, I want to cast Feel and Let Go on her.
All right, use your actions, cast Feel and Let Go on the next turn, Syndra. All damage on you will be denied, Zizi's gonna take half of it and redirect the other half as he once again looks at you. I believe it is within 60 feet, right? And you are within range.
Yeah.
All right, that is good to know. Got it. You used your action. Do you want to move, or are you gonna stay there?
Like this circle, is this like kind of a rock or something, or it's just
this circle ahead of you? It's just broken rock and has some sort of design in purple around it.
Oh, okay.
But it is floor. It's just
then I'll just
broken.
stay here.
All right, you're just gonna stay there. Okay. Okay. At the end of your turn, he is going to look down, and he is going to once again fire another beam at Syndra. Syndra, I'm going to need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me as he uses 2 of his legendary actions. Dexterity, you have to beat a 14. Natural 20!
It's nice.
Syndra moves to the side as this force beam hits the ground, blowing a huge hole in it. All right. And he just stays floating atop you, just in melee range. All right. Syndra, it's your turn.
Oh, fuck. He's too close. Too close to going for it. I will spawn the Shadow Blade once again.
You flash it through. You have advantage now if since he's melee range.
I wanna slash him.
All right, go ahead. Roll 2d20. We'll add the 7, and then you can roll damage after if you hit. Let's see if you do. With +7.
Fuck.
+7. Wait. That is just enough.
He has a +1 from Stronger Together too.
Oh wait, no, it's not. Wait, I was adding the d20s for some reason. It is not enough. You slash forward once again, and the creature just hovers a little bit upward, and your slash misses its leg. Sadly, you do not manage to hit. All right, anything else you want to do?
No.
All right, you're staying there. Gotcha. After
actually, I will move here.
he will get an attack of opportunity on you. So he's going.
Okay. Nah, I'll stay. I forgot the attack opportunity.
All right.
I stay.
Gotcha.
Hi, monster.
All right, Tuna, it's your turn.
He still has 1 legendary action, right?
He still has a legendary action left, maybe.
I'll
But
fairy fire him.
resistance.
You're gonna fairy fire him once again. Dexterity saving throw. He's going to use another legendary resistance as one of the other eyes closes, and he's going to once again blow away the pixie dust as you attempt to fairy fire him. All right. Anything else? Gotcha. So you're staying there. Back to the top of the round. Sagrin, it's your turn.
I'm gonna throw a grease spot at him.
Throw a grease spot at him. All right, he's not far enough where you'd have to do any check. I'm gonna say you're gonna hit him. I'm gonna make a dex saving throw, as well as Syndra. We're both gonna have to make dexterity saving throws as the pot is just gonna break and spread all over. So let's go. Okay.
Fuck.
He succeeds on his dexterity saving throw, and Syndra fails. We're gonna consider this the same way. We're gonna use it, or we're gonna do this dex saving throw just as we would with a spell save, considering your dexterity as the spell casting ability. And he succeeds. Syndra fails, and grease as you throw the pot. He sort of like almost palms it and pushes it towards Syndra as she is covered with grease on top of her. He still might have gotten hit with a little bit of the splash though, but he's not fully covered in grease. Syndra is though, and it's all over the floor.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Cry. Yeah.
All right, you still have your action.
I don't know.
You can
Yeah.
you bonus action through it because you can use items as a bonus action. You still have your action.
Yeah.
If
I don't know.
he is engaged, so if you hit, you'll get sneak attack.
Okay, let's try then.
Alright.
I still have some bolts. Barely.
Go ahead.
But yeah. I'll use my crossbow then.
Once again, ZZ lifts his leg, and out of it, not pea, but a bolt. And that hits. Go ahead and roll damage as a bolt is fired through the air. Ooh, for a whopping 19 points of damage as you shoot it. That was a considerable hit. He seems to be bothered by it. All right. As it hits it in the ribcage. Anything else?
No.
At the end of his turn, he's going to use his last legendary action to strike at Syndra with his serrated blade. So allow me. Whoops. Big stat sheet has a lot of things you can do. Ooh, does a 19 hit you? I believe it does, even with mage armor. All right. You take 11 points of slashing damage as he slashes across. Actually, you don't take any points of damage. It is being absorbed because of feel and let go. So you feel yourself getting hit, but something is protecting you from it. All right, this is not the end of your turn yet, so keep a tally on the damage that you took. So this is 11. Estera, write it down.
Yeah,
11 damage. On his next turn, as he slashes and he sees that apparently you suffer no effect, let's see if he's smart enough to figure out what's going on here, or if he's fucking stupid. He is smart enough with a natural 20. As that happens, he turns his head immediately at you, ZZ, but then turns it back to Syndra, and the beam goes straight at you in melee range. I need you to make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw again. You have to beat the 14 or face the consequences. Syndra. To Syndra, yes.
Me.
Constitution saving throw. You feel your muscles freeze up. Syndra, you are paralyzed.
Fuck.
All right. So, paralysis is ensuing upon your body. Okay, next up. Is he gonna do anything else? No, he's not. It's ZZ's turn.
What about the damage?
Don't count it yet. He might like attack more on her. We don't know. So we'll do it after Tuna's turn, okay?
Oh, okay. It's my turn then.
Yes.
I want to cast Sacred Flame at him.
I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame at him. All right. Dex saving throw with a natural 15. I believe he succeeds. The flame vanishes around him as he looks at you. Anything else you're gonna do?
Nah.
All right. At the end of your turn, he's gonna use 2 legendary actions to stare at you, and the force beam is once again fired. This purplish beam from the eye on its forehead. I'm gonna use you to roll dexterity saving throw. You need to beat a 14.
14.
Yes.
Okay.
Natural 1. Ooh. Oh. Oh shit. You take 22 points of force damage as the beam blasts you full force. I'm gonna need you to roll a Constitution saving throw with advantage to keep concentration on dancing lights. You need to beat.
Take this damage.
You need to beat an 11, or else.
Concentration, right?
Yes, Constitution saving throw with advantage. You need to beat an 11 to keep concentration. With advantage, you can do another one.
Oh, shit!
You need to beat an 11.
Forgot about that one.
Just roll another one.
Yeah.
Oh my
The
god.
same twice. Okay, well. Woom. 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 The lights vanish. Tuna and Sagrin, you are once again in darkness.
Am I dead?
No, but ZZ is almost dead. All right. So that's the end of your turn. Syndra, it is your turn now.
I'm frozen, so
You are paralyzed at the end of your turn. Roll another Constitution saving throw to see if you can release or subside the effect. On a 9, you cannot. You are still paralyzed. All right, Tuna, it's your turn. You are in complete darkness. What do you do?
you can hold an action.
That is true.
I can what?
You can hold an action if you want to.
Yeah, I can. Okay. I'll hold magic missile.
All right, magic missile.
For when I see him.
For when you see him. Gotcha. All right. Now at the end, that was 11 damage this turn, Estera. So ZZ is going to take half of that 11. We'll round it down to 5. And you pick a new target for the other half. The only enemy is...
But yeah, I can see him.
Yeah, the only enemy is him. So he's going to have to do a wisdom saving throw. And natural 1 fails. How much? He takes 5 points of damage. As you see a giant gash of blood, Syndra, or just shows up in his chest. As he takes the damage, or half of the damage that he dealt to you. All right. So, top of the round, Sagrin. Absolute darkness. What do you do?
I pray.
That's my job.
To who? To which god are you praying?
To me. I am
To
the
yourself.
god. Yes. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold on to
Okay.
Zizel's leg.
You can also hold an attack until you see him if you want to.
I can?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll do that with my
All right.
crossbow.
You're at the ready with your crossbow, locked and loaded, pointing towards where he should be. And at the end of your turn, it is his turn. And he is melee range with the paralyzed Syndra. All of his hits are critical hits, and he rolls at advantage to attack. So he's going to strike her twice with his swords. Okay. Natural 20 on the first one, but it's already a crit, so it doesn't matter. And another natural 20! But it's useless because it's already a crit! But alright.
Rigged.
Alright, so for the first hit... The first hit you take is 16 points of slashing damage. The second hit... You take 18 points of slashing damage as he slashes you across the chest, and you begin bleeding profusely as the serrated blade digs itself on your skin. All right. That's going to finish his turn. Zizi, it's your turn. You see just blood oozing out of Syndra as she almost falls to her knees.
Okay, first of all, I want to turn on the lights again.
All right, let's turn on the lights then. Ping, on the same places?
Yeah. Like here.
Are you
like,
sure you
make
want it on the same places?
Okay, like put it one there, put it one here.
Okay, there you go. Because they need
Put
to
it
see him
one-
to attack.
Put it one here.
Okay.
And
There's another one.
yeah, put it one there.
Over
just
here?
in case. Yeah.
All right.
And my
And,
magic missiles just.
And my crossbow.
And the crossbow. Magic missiles and the crossbow. Go ahead and roll for the attack first. You, Fish, go ahead and roll your attack to see if you hit or not.
I wasn't finished though.
No, but immediately as
Okay.
as they see him, they release everything. So let's see. 14 misses sadly as it fires through the sky. Go ahead and roll the damage on your magic missiles, Tuna. At what level did you cast this?
First level.
All right. They begin flying these purplish, bluish beams. 4 damage on the first one. 4 damage on the second one. 4 damage on the third one.
Let's go.
As they hit him. All right. That is a total of a fuck ton. Alrighty. As these begin hitting him, you see him becoming annoyed, but however, he does not look that hurt. All right, Zizi, you can finish your turn.
I want to heal myself.
Okay, bonus
I wanna-
action, healing word on yourself.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And say no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. No, I don't like this. Oh no. 5 points of healing as he begins to glow with the purple moonlight of the Nightbringer Aow. All right. Anything else?
Is Sagrin hidden in my legs still?
No.
Okay.
She's just hiding, but she's not hidden.
Okay. I mean, yeah, when we go like here.
All right, you move away. Gotcha. Anything else?
No.
Syndra, it's your turn. You are paralyzed. At the end of your turn, repeat the Constitution saving throw. You beat a 14, you get free of the effect.
Yay.
You do!
Yes.
You wrestle
We're
your
free.
you wrestle your muscles back, and you are free of the paralysis. All right, but it is the end of your turn, so you can't do anything else. At the end of your turn, he's going to use two of his legendary actions to force beam you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. You need to beat a 14. You do! With a
Yay.
23, another hole is ripped on the floor as the creature seems to be extremely annoyed at you. All right, Tuna, it's your turn.
I get out of Sagrin's pocket
Okay.
and I go here
All right.
And I start, yo, ugly dragon, look at me.
One of its the eyes on one of its wings and on its arm just stare at you immediately.
Hi. Just focus me. And I if I fairy fire him again, he has still one legendary defense. I'll Scorching Ray him.
Scorching Ray, alright, go ahead and roll for the attacks on Scorching Ray as flame begins to form on Tuna's hands and
It's 3, right?
3, yes, if you're casting it. 22 hits, 21 hits, and 16 just hits. All 3 of them hit. Go ahead and roll damage. 8 damage, 9 damage, 7 damage. Holy fucking penis.
Damn.
Alright, give me 1 second to make some calculations. You wanted him to focus you? I think you got that.
Cool.
Alright. The fire blasts through the air towards this creature and he looks at you and you see all of the eyes now as the wings once again float momentarily in the air. All of its 5 eyes staring at you plus the one in its hand at the same time. Alright. At the end of your turn, he's going to use one of his legendary actions to strike Syndra with a serrated sword attack. He used 2, he has 1 more. That is going to be a 23 to hit, so that's gonna hit. Let's see if he rolls low. He did not. Huh. 14 points of slashing damage. Syndra falls to the ground, unconscious, and almost missing a chunk of its shoulder. Alright. That brings us to the top of the round. Sagrin, it's your turn, as your comrade falls to the ground, covered in grease.
I'm gonna walk right here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna throw a dagger.
A dagger. Go ahead and throw your dagger.
Yeah, I don't have more bolts, so...
Roll for a regular attack. Syndra no longer poses a threat, so sneak attack will not be a thing here. Because she is unconscious. That is going to hit, though. Go ahead and roll damage. Seven points of damage. Very good as you... You hit once again. All right. Anything else?
Not really, no.
It is its turn, and now he turns at the little fairy flying in the air. And moves forward. And is going to attempt to strike you twice with his swords. That is a 17. Does a 17 hit?
Hits.
17 hits. 24 to hit is going to hit. So
hits.
2 strikes. Okay, so you take 11 points of damage in one of them, and you take...
I can shield one, right?
You could. You can shield the 17. Are you shielding the 17?
Yeah.
All right, you shield the 17. 5 to your armor class. It's not enough to dodge the second hit. The second hit deals 14 points of slashing damage as the sword, you lift up the shield and one of the swords blasts on top of it, and as he strikes with the second, it pierces the protective barrier and slashes your little body away, almost knocking you away momentarily before you recover. That is going to be his turn. Zizi, it's your turn. Syndra is unconscious on the ground.
Yeah, I know. I wanna I want to cast healing word on her.
Healing word. Are you within range for healing word? You are within 50 feet.
Yes, I am.
All right. Go ahead and cast healing word. No!
She can't be dead for real.
4 healing, 4 hit points you regain there, Syndra, as breath comes back to you and you're on the floor covered in grease and with grease around you. And it's kind of like, you're kind of like, it's slippery to move around here. All right.
And I want to cast the Sacred Flame at the boss.
Sacred Flame. He is going to fail. Go ahead and roll damage. All right, 8 points of radiant damage. The radiant fire begins to burn around his wings, and he's still flying above the air. All right. Anything else you want to do, ZZ?
Yeah, move a bit closer.
All right, go ahead and move. Next up, Syndra, it's your turn, and at the end of ZZ's turn, he is going to use his legendary action, or 2 of its legendary actions, to cast the Force Beam again, the target this time being tiny little Tuna. I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw, Tuna. You need to beat a 14.
Dexterity saving throw.
Yes. You
19.
do! The Force Beam just passes on through as you fly towards the side, and it hits the wall behind, breaking rock apart. All right, so Syndra, it's your turn. You're on the floor, covered in grease. What do?
Can I get up somehow?
You can. You will
Can
get
I-
up, but it will cost you half of your movement. So you have 15 feet left of movement after you get up.
Okay.
3 squares.
Here, then.
All right. As you move through the grease, I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw to see if you're not knocked back prone, because it is slippery floor. You begin running and whoosh, boof, immediately fall on the ground exactly where you were before. You are prone again, but you still have your action and your bonus action. You get up and then
Well, I'll use Shadow Blade again.
use Shadow Blade. You pop it. Well, you would have lost it because you did go unconscious, so you'd have to cast it again. Are you casting it
Yeah.
again? All right, you cast it again. Shadow Blade is in your hand.
I can actually attack him.
Yeah, with advantage. You can just slash at him with advantage. He is within melee range still. He didn't fly up.
Yeah. So 2d20.
Yes, roll 2d20 and +7 to see if you hit. That is going to hit with the 15 +7. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yay! Finally.
You slash for 6 psychic damage on this creature. As the blade moves through its body and you see him sort of, the muscles tense with pain, it doesn't have the effect that you expected. The creature seems to be resistant to psychic damage. So it took damage, but not as much as you thought. All right. Anything else? You threw it at him. You can no longer move because you're on the floor. All right. So next up is Tuna.
A question.
Yeah.
If I use the Scorching Ray from the circlet, does
Yeah.
it count as an action?
It does.
Okay.
He's also melee with you.
He's awesome. I know. It's with disadvantage?
Correct.
Okay. I'll cast Burning Hands on him.
Burning Hands. Dexterity saving throw. He is going to fail, and he's going to close the last eye to succeed. He still takes half damage, so please roll damage for me.
Okay.
You're casting it at first level, I assume, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. This sort of flamethrower just comes out of Tuna's hands. He takes half of 9, which is going to be 4 points of damage. Okay. All right. The eye has closed on his arm once again as he continues flying. And at the end of your turn, if this is the end of your turn.
Yeah.
All right. At the end of your turn, he's going to strike you with a sword with his last legendary action of the turn. An 11 misses, right?
Yes.
You managed to duck under its strike. All right. Top of the round, Sagrin, it's you.
He's flying?
He is flying. Yeah. He's like
okay.
5 feet above the air, just hovering, fighting Tuna. As he's just ducking under his blades.
I wouldn't be able to stab his feet on the air, right?
I mean, you can you can like throw the dagger a little bit, like.
No. Well then, I'm gonna try to throw my dagger at him.
Okay.
But instead of trying to like stick it onto him, I'm gonna try to like
slash him
so that
it bounces off after.
Dagger... Yeah, exactly.
All right, he is melee range with Tuna, which means he is engaged. You will get the sneak attack proc on this. All right, go ahead and roll the attack. It is a regular attack still. 22 hits. Holy shit!
Nice.
Roll damage. Oh shit! That's a lot of damage. Okay, so 17 total as the dagger slashes. Where are you aiming it at?
Where could I aim it? Maybe like near the rocks. I'm gonna. How do I ping?
Ping it for me.
How do I ping?
Yeah, press and hold.
Ah, there you go.
Oh,
like,
you're aiming it there. All right, you throw it, and it slashes through one of his tendons on its leg. You see it reel in pain. That is a bunch of damage. Give me a second. All right. As you slash his leg, the dagger hits one of the crates there in that pile of shit, whatever that is. All right, now it is his turn. As he is staring in the face of Tuna.
Goodbye, cruel world.
He's going to strike at her once again with his sword. That is a 16 to hit. You have mage armor. Does it hit with mage armor?
I have 16.
All right, let's see if it kills you or not. 10 points of slashing damage. As he slashes, Tuna's body just hits the ground with such force, it kind of lifts a little bit of dust. And then he turns towards Syndra for his next attack. That is a 9. He slashes just above. Wait, you were prone, right? You were on the floor. He has advantage. As he comes down. Fuck, I don't think it's gonna matter. Yeah, it's an 11. It doesn't hit, right? No, 13. No. 13. This still doesn't hit.
No.
As he tries to stab on the ground, he just roll through the grease and the sword comes down as he just hovers, and the grease is now like kind of spreading away into the walls as his wings are kind of pushing the oil all back. All right, that's gonna be his turn. Zizi, it's yours.
Tuna just died, right?
On the floor,
as I see her falling down, I just approach her and cast Spare of the Dying.
Spare the Dying, so
Spare
she's
the
gonna be
dying.
at 1 hit. She's gonna be stable, but not up.
Yeah.
All right, so you're stable. You don't need to roll death saves, and you're still, but you're still down, unconscious. All right, Spare the Dying. You touch her, and you feel her body begin to sort of stabilize, even though she is gravely wounded. That strike, since she's so tiny, it didn't manage to slash through her, but it broke all of the bones in her arm as she took it, and her arm is kind of like all twisted in a strange position. All right.
I just tried to put her back like,
You spare
in
the
a normal
dying.
position.
What else do you do?
I can't do much right now. That's it.
All right, that's gonna be it. Gotcha. After ZZ Syndra, it's your turn. He is kind of hovering above you, melee range, as you're on the floor and you just rolled one of his hits. What do you do?
I'll try to hit him with the blade again.
Do you get up?
I can try.
Yeah, you get up easily. Like, getting up is no problem. Moving through the grease is quite complicated, but
Okay.
getting up is easy.
Yeah.
You get up,
Yeah.
go ahead and strike with your blade twice. I mean, not twice, once, but with advantage.
Oops.
Oh, it's fine. I'll consider one of them hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
As you slash with the shadow blade, this blade just made of shadow. 14 psychic damage. As you see him, his muscles tense. It doesn't seem to have as much effect as you were expecting, but it's still a considerable hit. And you see he's now starting to bleed out of its mouth and the eye on its forehead. But he is still very much alive. Anything else you want to do, Syndra?
Can I try to leave the grease spot?
You could. He's gonna get an attack of opportunity on you, though.
Never mind, I'll stay.
All right, at the end of your turn, he's gonna use one of his legendary actions to strike you with his sword.
Okay, I'm dead.
16. Does 16 hit?
No, 17.
Whiffs again above your head, and he misses the strike. Fuck! All right, that's gonna be his legendary action. Syndra's turn. Tuna, it is your turn. You don't need to roll death saving throws. You are stable, so nothing needs to happen. And at the end of your turn, very annoyed, he's gonna stare at you, Syndra. Gonna use 2 of his legendary actions to force beam you. I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Die!
No!
Need to beat a 14.
But
13
She has a
fails.
+1. She has a +1.
That's
Oh,
only
yeah.
on wisdom.
Yeah, only on wisdoms.
Fuck.
Yes. So
shit.
6, that's 12 plus 7, that's 19 points of force damage. As the beam fires right on top of Syndra, you go down unconscious. Once again, a familiar darkness appears around you.
He's just sleeping.
All right, Sagrin. Yes?
strength of the grave?
You're gonna use it?
Yeah.
You come back to life at 1 hit point if you succeed on the roll. So you took 19 points of damage, right?
Yeah.
So that means that with Strength of the Grave, you need to... so you can make a Charisma saving throw, DC plus 5 plus 19. So you need to beat a 24 Charisma saving throw, which means you need to roll a bunch. Go ahead. You need to beat a 24 Charisma saving throw to come back to life.
Which one I rolled then?
Charisma. Charisma saving throw.
Charisma. Oops.
Yeah, Charisma saving throw. You beat it!
Oh, fuck yeah!
As the purplish beam bursts through Syndra, you see her You see her body almost turn into this strange skeleton as the skin begins to burn away, and these black flames covered in the pale blue-white begin to attach to her skin as you see her push through the beam and come back to life at 1 hit point, resisting death. And this guy is fucking pissed as he roars in your face, spitting all over your already grease-covered body that, with all of the force of the beam, just got knocked away. And there's no longer any grease next to you. All right. So that's gonna be which turn was this? 'Cause I used legendary actions. It was Tuna's turn, right? No, it was Sagrin's.
No,
it was Tuna's. That was Tuna's.
At the end, and
Oh, wait, there you go. Now it's your turn. Go ahead.
So I'm gonna take bonus. Bonus action dash.
Bonus
so I can
action
move
dash?
More. I'm gonna move here.
Little leg Sagrin begins running through the battlefield.
And now here.
All
There
right.
you go. And I pick up my dagger. And yeah, he's still flying, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but he's just above the ground. He's melee range with Syndra. He's just above the ground. You can stab him if you want.
I'll stab you.
All right, go ahead and stab him. And you'll still get sneak attack because she is a threat.
21.
It hits. Go ahead and roll
Nice.
damage. Where are you stabbing it? As he's kind of turning towards Syndra, so he's hovering just above the ground with his wings. You can stab him like in the ass or legs.
No, like at the base of his foot. Yeah.
You're just gonna straight up his
Yeah.
foot. Jesus,
Yeah.
that's painful. It's like
Yeah.
torture. All right, you stab him and you just hear as you hit a huge, enormous hit. Okay, so that's 8 plus 5. All right. As you stab him in the foot, you begin seeing its body floating awkwardly as its wings break, and he begins flying above you. As you try to strike it with your attacks of opportunity, something seems to shield him from this, and as he flies 20 feet up in the air,
Oh no, second phase.
you see an eye burst out of its mouth as its mouth opens with an eye focused on all of you. I'm gonna need everybody that can see the creature, which means everybody here except Tuna, because she is unconscious, to make a DC 14 wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Six.
6 for Sagrin. All right.
83.
Both Zizi and Syndra succeed. Sagrin, your body freezes. You are stunned allow me to see, until the end of your next turn. So on your next turn, you are going to be stunned. Being stunned means, and I will say this for anybody watching that doesn't know what the condition does, a stunned creature is incapacitated, can't move, and can't speak, only falteringly. The creature automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. The remaining of you are frightened, which means Zizi is frightened, but Syndra, as this horrifying visage creeps up on your mind, something tells you not to be afraid. You are immune to the frightened condition, so you take no effect from this. Zizi, you are frightened. You cannot move close to the creature, and all of your attacks have disadvantage as long as it is in front of you until the end of your next turn.
Okay.
Or it is in your field of vision. Okay, so that was the end of Sagrin's turn. It is now going to turn to the creature that just doesn't fucking die. And is going to strike it with its swords. As you see the head kind of lop, its arms are kind of like floppy as he just whips them to strike at Syndra. That is going to be an 18 to hit. 18 hits, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you're at 1 hit point. You take 7, 8, 15. You take 19 points of slashing damage as the hand whips across you, and you fall once again unconscious on the ground. It begins moving and looking towards Sagrin, and is going to strike Sagrin with one of its swords once again. That is a 15 to hit.
Yeah.
15 hits. All right. You take 12 points of slashing damage as the other arm whips once again at you. All right. It is going to be the end of its turn. Zizi, it is your turn. Tuna unconscious but stable. Syndra fallen on the ground, full of gashes, blood oozing out of her, replacing the grease spot that had been previously in that place. What do?
I want to move close to Syndra.
All right.
And I want to cast Spare the Dying.
You have to be melee, so you're going to be melee with him too.
Okay.
All right, Spare the Dying, you are stable and no longer need to make death saving throws.
Death saving throws.
Anything else you do?
I'm melee with him, right?
You are.
Mace him.
Spare the Dying is an action to cast, I believe, right? Or is it a bonus action?
Yeah. No, it's an action. Yeah, you're right.
All right.
Then I was just on.
All right, you're melee with him. Zizi, at the end of your turn, he's going to use 2 of his legendary actions to use his Force Beam on you. You need to roll a dexterity saving throw. You need to beat a 14. The beam hits you. You take 1, 2. You take 7 points of force damage as the beam hits your chest once again. That's the end of your turn, I believe. All right, so Syndra Syndra is unconscious. Tuna is unconscious. Sagrin, it is your turn. The creature looks incredibly hurt.
Okay, I can move again. So I'll stab.
Okay.
Yeah.
You'll stab.
I'll stab. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll for an attack with your 1 dagger. That is going to hit. Roll high.
Roll high indeed.
That is 13 points of damage, I believe.
Yeah.
You stab its foot, and once again you hear. It is bleeding out, but still alive. What else do you do?
Okay. I'll go to where? Good question.
You can bonus action disengage if you want, so that you don't trigger an attack opportunity. All right.
Yes, I want to do that. Yeah. And I'll go like here.
All right. You just move over this pile of rubble and corpses and dodge and run underneath. It is its turn now. It turns towards the closest target as the little tiny one has disappeared and is going to swing twice at Zizi.
Oh lord.
That is a 13 to hit.
It fails.
That is a 10 to hit.
Fails. Thank you, way away.
The arms whip around and miss Zizi's head by just a thread. And you manage to once again escape defeat or escape death, it begins searching for its next target. It is the end of its turn. Zizi, what do you do?
I want to cast Guiding Bolt.
Your melee is going to be at disadvantage.
Oh. Then never mind. I'm gonna heal Syndra.
Okay. With
Healing Word.
all right, bonus action healing word on Syndra. Roll as once again for the third time Zizi yells no as it echoes through the cave. 7 points of healing at second level. Breath comes back to you, Syndra, as you see the creature just standing above you, floating, its wings not even moving, not flapping, just floating above you. All right. That end your turn?
But yeah, before I ended, say Syndra, kill it, please.
As you
Okay.
end your turn, he's going to use 2 of his legendary actions to force beam you, ZZ. Go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and roll dexterity saving throw. Have to beat a 14. The familiar sound of the beam once again.
Yes.
A 20 beats the 14 DC as it fires through, and you manage to move underneath it as it hits the rock. It's sort of like forming a tunnel around that area already. All right. ZZ's turn ends. Syndra, it's your turn.
I'll cast Firebolt.
It will be at disadvantage because you are melee with him.
Yeah. Fuck.
Breathe, guys, breathe. It's going super well.
There's no how it's called, grease around me anymore, right?
No more grease.
So I can move.
You will trigger an attack of opportunity if you move away from it.
Ah, fuck. Yeah. I'll just cast Shadow Blade again and attack it.
Strike at him with it. Once again, 2d20, please. Ooh. You whiff the Shadow Blade as the creature awkwardly sort of bends part of its body, breaks bones to move out of your Shadow Blade. Anything else? Are you staying?
If I try to leave, he will attack.
He will attack you. Yes, that is correct.
How much
I'll
would she
just
need
take-
it
To what?
to hit?
16.
Oh, okay. Even with the stronger together.
Yeah.
All right. So bringing us to the end of Syndra's turn, he is going to use his last legendary action of the turn to strike ZZ once again. Does a 17 hit?
It does.
Ooh. You take 14 points of slashing damage as once again it whips across your chest. Are you unconscious?
I'm dead.
ZZ falls to the ground unconscious right next to you, Syndra. Oh shit. All right.
Don't slap me, Syndra.
It is Tuna's turn. She is unconscious. Back to the top of the round. Sagrin, it is your turn. The creature is barely hanging.
I'm gonna move back here once
Okay.
again, and I'll stabby on the
Go
foot.
ahead and stab.
Yeah.
Roll for the attack.
22.
That hits. You don't need to roll damage. He had 3 hit points.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Great.
Lord.
Please describe to me your enemy's demise as you finally bring it down.
I do like micro stabbies on the foot, like almost tickling him, but kind of ouch at
Yeah,
the same time.
okay.
And yeah.
Okay,
until we
so
can bury it.
ticklish but kind of ouchies as
Yeah,
well. All right.
yeah.
You see Sagrin run and violently begin stabbing its foot. You see blood begin to pour out as the eye on its head falls to the ground, the creature bleeding out of its mouth and its ears, and you hear a final message.
Goth in Soul Sapphire.
Back at you, buddy.
As it dies on the ground, bring us out of initiative. So, you are all stable. All right. Even Zizi, because of the periaptive wound closure, is stable. But you are still unconscious. So, Sagrin and Syndra, what do you guys do as you look at the unconscious bodies of Tuna and of Syndra? I mean, and of Zizi, I'm sorry. You just went unconscious so many times, I kind of got used to saying it.
Yeah, that's true.
As you look at their unconscious bodies, as well as the limp body of this weird, draconic figure, what do you do?
Say they're stable. Let's search for loot.
But no, first you're still on the floor, right? Syndra?
She got up. She got up.
I'm up.
You got up?
I'm
Okay.
up.
Okay, so I go run to Tuna. I lift her tiny body. I go, Tuna, Tuna, are you okay?
Wait. Roll it.
And I start shaking. Wake up!
Okay, roll a medicine check with advantage because that was funny.
Okay.
What the fuck, dude? Yeah. Tuna, you breath comes back to you as she's shaking and the world is just going really fast.
Oh, Tuna, Tuna! And I stop shaking.
Hi.
We did it. We did it.
We did it.
We did
Is he
it.
dead?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Nice.
Nice.
I just crawl back to the pocket.
All
I
right.
just take a nap.
You are at 1 hit point, Tuna.
Yeah, I pick up a little bit of my ration, like a little tiny
Yeah.
bit, and I just
Thank you.
store it in my pocket. Yeah.
Syndra, what are you doing?
I'm gonna slap Zizi like he does.
Okay, that's funny as well. Go ahead and roll a medicine check with advantage, please.
Bitch.
I just want to
come
see how
back.
many slaps it takes.
Oh yes, as many as it can be.
1 shadow slap. Right across the face, and you wake up, Zizi.
Like, okay, I guess I deserve that.
Yep, you did.
All right, what do you guys do?
Search loot.
I go stare at the eye that the creature dropped, I guess.
Yeah. The eye
I'll
moves
investigate the room
and
the
looks at
bodies.
you.
Okay. Guys, this is one of those freaky eyes. Zizi, can you give me your other sock?
This eye
Okay.
is this size. It would not
Yeah,
fit
isn't
in
it
a
like
sock.
huge?
Do you have big feet? Because yeah, it's big.
Yeah, no, I don't think that will fit.
Okay.
But I can give you my other one as a souvenir if you want
Nah,
to.
I'm fine. It's smelly.
As you guys look, you also notice that the remaining eyes on the body of the creature, the ones on the wing and on the forehead, are looking at you.
Great. Can I see anything in the room?
You can. With his dancing lights walking about, which you forgot to see if he was going to keep concentration on them. But whatever. That was an emergency situation. Let's say you did. As you move around the room once again, you do see at the left corner there is an opening to another place that you can't quite identify. And on the floor, you see these purplish circles that are drawn all over the floor, like these giant purplish circles.
What about the crates?
Okay,
So-
roll an investigation check for me. You find 225 gold gathered amongst the crates here. All right.
Can she carry more?
Around another of the crates, in the body of this, it's almost a strange creature. You've seen them walking around, but you don't know. You don't see them very often. You see the body of a tabaxi, a sort of this white fur with black stripes and a hood over its body. It is dead on the ground. As you flip through the body, you see the neck is completely broken, but you do find on him a bag of holding that you can add to your inventory. All right. Anything else that you guys are looking for inside this room? Or no?
Trying to find more loot, maybe.
Okay, I'll let you roll another investigation check.
Yay.
If you roll
I want to
really
search
high,
the dead bodies too.
all right. If you guys roll really high, I'll give you extra gold. Go ahead.
Investigation.
19, that's good. And a 15, that is pretty high. You guys get 1 more gold. All right. So, anything else you want to do in the room?
Can you guys like sense magic or whatever? Because I can't. You guys use spells.
Yeah, these circles kind of seem from a kind of ritual or something. I can try to find out something about them.
What are you guys doing?
Let me.
Are you just checking? Are you guys casting anything?
I wanted to first see if I would know what type of.
All right. Whoever is checking the circles, please roll an Arcana check for me.
Okay, I'll check as well. I'll just put my head out.
Okay.
I'm watching the circles.
I rolled a 16.
All right. These seem to be summoning circles. And as you look at all the limp bodies of those creatures you have fought before, with all of the eye stalks dead, tongues out, some of them are missing an eye stalk, or instead of an eye, they have a foot or a hand. These seem to have been failed summons in this place, but definitely you saw him, break the neck of a kobold, and then something came out of the strange fissure that appeared in the air, the strange rift that showed up in the air.
Should we go to the door?
We should meet Liam too, right?
But we
Yeah,
don't
we
know
should
if
take
there's
him.
danger.
No.
You
Still.
guys want to? You're talking about the other sort of opening in this cave, right? The one that I mentioned to Sagrin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
just making sure. Are you going there?
Anyway, you can check the room quickly
All right.
to see.
You guys move and you sort of take a peek from outside, and immediately it isn't a very big hallway, let's say, or tunnel towards this room. It's almost immediately after. You see a table with your dark vision, and if you move the lights in, even better. You see a table with a ton of papers on top of it.
Do I recognize what's on the papers?
Are you moving inside the room?
Yeah.
All right. So
Sneakily.
as you walk in, you see this sort of makeshift office space. There's writing and scratching on the walls, and that table sort of full of papers, completely like scribbled and scratched. Does anybody here read or speak deep speech?
I do.
Fuck. Okay. So first of all, you notice there's some sort of writing in the blood right in front of you as you enter. But that is what you immediately notice. But as you direct your eyes towards the table and you begin flipping through the papers, the papers talk about a strange seal. You understand the word as seal, between planes. Are you telling this to the party as you're reading?
Yeah.
Tuna, please roll a history check for me. Have to beat a 10.
$17.
You come from another plane, and your plane is not sealed at all. And there's never been any conversation that you ever had, either at the school when you were on this plane or back in Floatin' Blossom. There was never anything that told you that planes were sealed. However, this speaks of a seal between planes that is stopping something from coming into this one. It speaks that breaking this seal requires sacrifice of a soul. And the stronger the soul, the longer the rift is kept open. There's a name that shows up multiple times, Syndra, that you read. The name is Zulzathar. Xulzathar. It is written all over the place. Zulzathar. It's almost like the person who wrote this is completely insane. It's on the walls. It's everywhere. And in one of the papers it says, "It will free the people from judgment." You also notice another word that appears once within these papers as you are thoroughly examining them. It is Uithar. Uithar. It appears only once. Sagrin, I need you to roll an intelligence check for me.
Okay. Seven.
Good to know. As you continue to move through, you find one paper, Syndra, that seems to hold... there's something to it. It is, first of all, not written in deep speech. It is written in common. And it almost... Your eyes, like, as you adjust your eyes to it, it turns to Elvish, and then to deep speech, and then to common. And it begins floating between the languages that you speak. And it seems to have teachings on something. It is a scroll. It is a spell scroll. And this spell scroll that can be... it speaks of a spell that is used to frighten people. It is used to... It speaks of eyes. Summoning the eyes of the many. To look upon someone and frighten them and scare them. So this is a spell scroll. It is a 2nd level spell. I believe, or wait, let me see. Let me confirm so that I don't talk shit. And then troll you guys. I did troll you. It's a 3rd level spell. All right. Now, if after you kind of like sift through all the papers and all the writings on the wall and all of this crazy shit that is happening here, the writing in blood has called your attention, but you can only see it from a certain perspective, as like the rocky configuration of the cavern stops you from just seeing it dead on. You almost have to position in the right perspective to see it. And it reads in deep speech and written in blood, "I will bring sight to the blind." And blind is written more heavily with more blood.
Okay.
And that is what you find in this room.
This is a creepy room.
Everything here is creepy.
Yeah.
Not just this room.
The guy's just mad. He's gone mad.
Should we go? You guys are still not very healthy, so we should go.
Yeah. This
Okay.
place creeps me out.
So you're moving away from this place?
Yeah, unless someone wants to check for something more.
I don't know.
Let's
I
check
don't-
just in case.
I
Investigation.
don't send anything here. So.
What are you looking for? What are you looking for more?
Any item, stuff like that.
All right, roll an investigation. Actually, no, I'll keep the roll you did before. You find nothing else in this room. Not a vestige of anyone. Not a piece of anything. Only
books?
no books, no nothing. Only the spell scroll.
Okay.
Are you taking it with you?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So, as you guys exit the room, standing at the center, and you continue moving the lights, standing at the center of the room, you see a kobold with the greenish scaly shield with the purplish hue around it. And it moves to the center of the room, and you see its body as it coughs up another eye, and its head becomes incredibly deformed from this gigantic eye it coughs out, and it falls down dead, and the eye rolls out and stares at you.
Okay. I'll just check the shield that he dropped.
All right, you grab it. It's a shield.
Okay.
Seems to be pretty.
Is it better than mine? I just compare.
I mean, it seems to be made of a pretty tough scale. It could be better, but you don't really know.
I'll keep it.
All right, you keep the shield and carry it with you. Okay.
Kick the ball.
The eye is
The
just
eye?
staring. You're gonna kick it?
No.
Oh.
Okay.
But I think Tuna wants to kick it. She can try.
Me? I'm probably smaller than the ball.
Most likely, yeah.
So, you're just leaving it there?
How big is it? Well, you can put it on your sock.
No,
Mm.
that's not happening.
I don't think it's worth it. So did the kobold come here on purpose just to puke up the eye? It's weird. It seems like the eyes are coming together. And yeah, I don't think the dude was the big villain. I would say there's something else. There's still someone staring at us through the eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the masked man probably.
Well, one thing at a time. Do you want to do anything to the eyes here? Do you want to burn this place down?
I mean, we can. I still have my my jug.
We can, leave some oil
Yeah.
All right.
while we walk, and we'll get Liam and exit, and then set
Burn
the
it,
thing
yeah.
on fire. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I have burning hands.
Okay, you're gonna torch the whole place as you're
I'm gonna-
leaving.
I'm gonna pour like
Okay.
oil over bodies and corners.
You'll be able to torch this room for sure with how the grease that you've got or the oil that you've got, but it will only be this room if you use it on this room.
Okay.
All right, you put oil all over. Who ignites the multiple corpse piles?
Who
I can
ignites?
ignite it.
You can, yeah.
No, it can just leave a trace to the entrance, and then I'll
Sure.
burn the.
You guys can do however you want, yeah. Are you doing burning hands or is Syndra casting firebolt? Which one?
It doesn't matter. I have like druid craft or. I don't
Okay,
know.
a small
It
flame
doesn't-
and
Yeah, it's green.
the fire begins to burn all across the room, filling it with smoke. It's probably a good idea to get the fuck out before you
We should
suffocate.
leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Run. Let's get
Oh.
Liam.
All right, you guys begin running, and you move towards the other side to Liam. Let's speed up as you go through and you finally reach him. Liam is kind of curled up in his cage still, and as he begins hearing your steps, you guys turn the corner. You see him go completely limp.
It's us.
It's us, Liam.
All right, what's this? What's this sound I hear? Is something on
Burning.
fire?
Yeah, it's burning. We
We
should
burned
go.
the whole thing.
Oh shit! He kind of gets up. You see, he's pretty weak.
shit.
Who's gonna? Are you guys
I
gonna?
can help him.
All right, you guys help
I-
him. You
yeah.
begin moving through the cavern as the fire and the smoke begins kind of like covering the whole place. You guys move on out and manage to exit the cavern onto the forest outside, or the edge of the forest outside, where you see a giant owl bear. You don't. That would be very mean. But you manage to get out of the cavern to just outside the forest with Liam, safe and sound, as smoke begins to sort of come out in the distance and out here through this main entrance of the caverns. You've made it out successfully. What do you guys do?
Should we build a campfire and just chill for a little bit? Or
It is-
maybe a long time?
It is still morning as you guys come outside, so you could sleep until night if that's what you want.
Oh shit.
I mean, yeah, we are kind of hurt.
Yeah. If we find something during the day, like going across the forest, you guys won't really survive.
Don't we
Yeah.
know already the forest like perfectly, so we can go straight to the city?
I mean,
Stealthily?
You can certainly try.
it's a risk. There can be another animal trying to attack us.
I'm not sure if you guys look pretty hurt. I'm not sure if
Yeah, we should rest. Let's go to the
Yeah.
same place we rested before.
Okay. ZZ, as you guys are moving out, you sense a bush moving.
Oh no.
Oh no.
What?
Not
Boss?
another one.
Huh? Friends?
Boss?
Friends! Ah! And he begins running towards you. Boss gonna move through forest. Forest scary alone. Boss stay here and hide and wait for friends.
Hi, boss.
Okay.
Hey, boss.
You
We just-
look shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. We feel like shit.
We're gonna sleep. Wanna sleep with us?
Boss no need sleep. Boss defend.
Okay.
Yes, please.
I'll take a nap.
All right, you guys go to the exact same place, and you're gonna take a long rest. Boss is definitely gonna keep watch for you during the whole time. Does anybody else wish to watch, or are you all just sleeping?
I'll
I'm
watch.
sleeping.
I'll watch as well.
All right, roll a perception check for me, Sagrin. Whoever wants to, let's roll your perception checks right now.
I'll watch after her the
Okay.
next shift.
Let's all roll
16.
your perceptions to see if you
Right
spot
now?
anything strange. Yeah, let's all do it. Just to make sure nothing weird happens.
15.
All right, 15. We got a 16 from Sagrin. And an 11 from Boss. All right. As you guys take your long rest, you level up.
Yay!
All of you level up, and Boss too. No, Boss doesn't. He didn't give a shit.
Oh.
He didn't do anything. But you guys do level up to level 5, which means third level spells are.
Which means
Fireball.
yes.
Third level spells for the wizard and the sorceress, and a bunch of new shit for you guys, as well. We will handle all of the level ups after or post session, and for now, just you can just take the level up and mark it there so you get bonuses if that happens, and then you'll see the spells and all of that. So you guys manage to sleep and find rest. You spot nothing strange or weird during your watches, as the forest seems pretty calm. You hear the rustle of some leaves and see a real bunny hop out. A few times you see birds flying into the tree canopies, but overall a pretty chill 8 hours you spend eating as well as sleeping. As you sleep and the night begins to crawl into the sky, the darkness is already settling in. The moon is high up on the sky. What do you guys do?
Well, we go to the city.
Gonna move through the forest at night?
Well.
All right. So, if that is the case, I'm gonna need you, whoever is leading this expedition, to roll a survival check. Whoever decides to take helm of the directions here.
I can take
Okay. Go ahead.
survival, right?
Yes, go ahead, Sagrin.
23. Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Nice.
You go, Bear Grylls.
Get fucked, Ian.
Improvise, adapt, overcome. Sagrin reads these 3 words in her head, receives a message from another dimension, and begins confidently walking through. As you are walking through the forest, I would say it takes you half a day, or close to half a day, to reach the other place from where you're at right now. Like slightly more than half a day to reach the other place, and about halfway, Zizi, you feel something in your arm, your left arm.
I look at it to check if
The finger is twitching in your arm again and trying to get into your skin.
But it didn't got in, right?
It didn't. It's just like wrestling against your wraps.
Okay, I take another one and tighten better so it doesn't.
Okay, it's still sort of twitching and trying sort of to move inside your arm, but you manage to tighten it together. All right. You guys continue moving through the forest. As you move sneakily through, I need everybody else to roll, or everybody to roll a stealth check. Tuna, if you're inside Sagrin's pocket, you don't need to do it. But everybody else rolls stealth checks for me, including Liam and
23.
Oops.
8. All right.
Got an
11. Fortunately, Liam rolled a natural 20. So, you guys move on through the forest, and at night you manage to catch a pretty interesting sight from afar. You see this big bear-like creature, but feathery, with sort of the face of an owl, begin to sort of move slowly through, kind of I would say about 50-60 feet away from you. You can see it very well, Zizi, as well as Syndra. The rest kind of see it through the moonlight a little bit, but you're kind of guiding yourselves through Syndra and Zizi as you're moving through the forest at night, and through their lights that you guys can use to give Sagrin a little bit of a view. Since the moonlight is pretty strong, you still can see within the forest here, but you see this brutish creature, enormous, way bigger than a regular bear, as it sort of begins to walk around the same place, and you see from underneath its legs, a smaller one, a cub, sort of just moves from underneath its legs, and as the big lumping body of the bigger owlbear rests on the ground, you see the little one kind of snuggle up to it as they begin falling asleep, not noticing you pass, even as Zizi kind of hides away his lights, or Syndra, through the foliage. You reach the end of the forest, and it is still night, and you still have more of a journey towards the city of about half a day as well. What do you guys do? Do you continue on?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. You continue moving through the now known path, not dangerous, as Boss is happily skipping next to you, and seems to be very happy that you guys are alive. He occasionally hugs Zizi's leg, and he has to walk with him on his leg, kind of like koala style. Liam seems to be a little bit better, however, he does look like he was a scrawny individual, like a skinny individual, but he looks much worse and more pale, and you can almost like see the veins on his body with how pale he looks. But he is walking and pushing through with you guys as you reach the edge of the city, about the middle of the morning. You see the sunrise as you guys are walking, beautiful across the green hills, and you finally reach town, and as you are reaching town, you hear the bell of the church ring for the first time since you've been here. It echoes across the whole city, and you see people move. You see sort of a huge group of people moving towards the area of the church, sort of all together in a group, and you see them talking and stuff. What do you guys do?
Should we check what's happening at the church?
I think it's better, yeah.
It's quite unusual, since it's normally empty.
Boss forgot that Boss still has to work. So, Boss, go back mines. Bye, friends.
Hey, boss.
Oh, shit.
And he begins like sprinting to the mines. Liam goes, I haven't heard the bell ring in a long time. Somebody died. Somebody important.
The priest.
You guys move and follow the people, and as you reach the area of the church, you notice that the gathering is not on the church. It is next to it, sort of like behind it, at the graveyard of the town of Brunswick. What do you guys do?
I'll get off of the bucket and I'll fly above.
You fly above, and you, looking down, you see the familiar long black hair and the sort of V hairline of Darius, sort of next to what seems to be a dug grave on the ground. And there is someone in there, as they are sort of throwing dirt on top of it right now, shoveling it, as they are seemingly burying someone with no coffin, just the body there. You can see flowers from where you're at, but you can't quite see the figure.
I'll just approach.
You're gonna fly now?
I'll approach the priest.
Okay.
Tuna, I am afraid this is the worst way to find out.
What?
Look.
I look.
As you sort of fly above the hole in the ground, now you see there is a coffin, but they are throwing dirt on top of it before sort of closing it as a symbol. These seem to all be guards throwing the dirt, and you see the familiar face of Captain Garrett Stone. Eye on his forehead, eyes on his cheeks, and his expression frozen in shock. As all of the guards finish throwing their little bit of dirt, the cover of the coffin begins to be lowered. In the meantime, what are you three doing?
We still don't know who died, right?
No, she just flew above to go see.
Okay, I tried to get information of who died by someone nearby.
Immediately, a lady informs you it was the captain of the guard.
Huh.
What?
She does not know.
Oh.
In fact, you guys see that the people are all gathered around the graveyard. They are not inside. Only a few select guards seem to be inside, along with Darius and now Tuna.
Is there any place, not a hospital, but kind of a
Yes.
a health?
Yes, there is. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go help Liam. I'll take him there.
All right. You go along with Liam as he receives the news. You see him kind of just stare out, sort of to the ground, as tears begin falling down his face. Not saying a word, just staring at the ground and crying.
But walking, right?
But walking with you, yes.
Yes.
He is very hurt. He probably needs a lot of help.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to Priest Darius
Yeah.
and say I'm so sorry for your loss. He was very helpful to us. But in a better news, we found Liam. He's alive and well.
Liam is alive. Where is he?
Yeah. Right now, I'll just peek just a little bit just to see what they are doing.
You see Liam leave with Sagrin.
Okay. He's living with Sagrin. They're probably going to the nursery because he's weak. He's very weak.
All right. If you'll excuse me, Tuna, I am required to finish the burial. If we could speak at a later time.
Yes.
And please remember, Tuna,
And he kind of gestures you to come closer.
You are running out of friends in this town.
Okay.
And he resumes, and as you begin flying through to go back, straight ahead of you there's a face you recognize, a guard you've seen before, the same guard that arrested Zizi, and you see him with a smirk on his face as you fly by.
I just say howdy. No, I'm not. I don't.
He takes out his sword.
No, I just fly by and I'll go get Sagrin.
All right, are you gonna go straight to Sagrin then?
Yeah.
All right. Tuna flies to you, Sagrin. In the meantime, Zizi, Syndra, what are you doing?
I'm just trying to get a bit closer to pay my respect.
All right.
And,
you push on. You manage to push on through. If Syndra, are you going with him?
Yeah.
You guys manage to push on through easily enough, and as Darius sees you, he goes, "Please, you can let them in." One of the guards turns and says, "I'm not sure that's such a great idea. He's had a past history." And Darius goes, "I believe that nothing was proven. Right?" And the guard reluctantly moves away and lets both of you pass. You guys reach and you see now the coffin where Captain Garrett Stone is. And Darius turns to you. "If there is anything you wish to say it quietly, Azizel."
I shall. And I begin, praying to myself.
All right. Syndra, is there anything you want to do?
Can I throw a little bit of dirt as a gesture?
You can. You can. You can grab a little bit and drop it on the coffin as they are starting to begin the actual burial. Darius turns to you guys and says,
"He was found like this at home."
On his own.
He nods. And then he goes back to praying and closing his eyes.
I whisper, Zizi, well, we have a visit to pay to his house.
Yeah, we should gather with Tuna and Sagrin and do it after the ceremony.
Yeah.
All right. So, as you guys are saying that, back to Tuna and Sagrin, you managed to deliver Liam to this sort of infirmary. There's not many people there right now. He is being taken care of. And with this time, is there anything you want to do? Anything you want to talk about?
Right now I'm on her shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just say quietly, I don't know if the priest is our friend. 'Cause he said we were running out of friends in this town. With a mean voice.
Was he mean or just like warning us?
Roll an insight check, Tuna.
I'm really bad with people, just so you know. Natural 20. 18, okay.
He was warning you.
Only warning. Okay.
He doesn't seem to hold any ill intentions towards you specifically. He was warning you that one of your friends, probably your biggest friend, has just died. You are running out of them.
I don't know. I'm really bad at reading people, but it might be warning, might be no, not friendly. I don't know. I don't like his hairline.
Do you like anyone?
I like you.
Okay, that's enough for me. So, yeah. Do you know how he died?
Oh, he had the same eye that Ben had, and the gil in his body.
Great. Okay, so we might have defeated a guy, but not the guy.
True.
So things might get worse. Well, I still have money, so I'm okay. Yeah.
I might need to buy some stuff to revive Bob.
Okay. How much do you need?
I have no idea.
Okay. I'll go with you. It's fine.
Okay.
Be a sugar mama.
Okay. So I would also like to say the spell scroll that Syndra found, you can copy it as a wizard, and you can take that spell. I will tell you right now what you need, okay? So that you can, since you're going shopping, you need 50 gold worth of paper and materials for the spell, and 6 hours of your time to copy it to your spell book. So 50 gold and 6 hours for that particular spell, since you are going shopping. I will say we'll deal with that. We'll say you guys went shopping, and then we'll talk about the values afterwards. Syndra and Esther, are you guys gathering up with? I mean, Syndra and Zizi, are you guys gathering up with Sagrin and Tuna?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, you guys converge together. Is there anything you want to talk about?
Guys, me and Syndra, we attended the ceremony, the funeral ceremony, a bit closer, and Father Darius explained to us that the captain was found like that at his house, quite similar to what we've seen before. So I was discussing with Syndra that we might want to take a look at his place to see if we find any clues.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
We don't have him to help us now. So
Yeah.
if we get
we can just look take a look outside.
I mean, if you guys want, but we're running out of friends. And he was a very important person to die. Yeah.
We can at least look at the outside to see if there is anything, scratches, broken windows, or I don't know.
Sure.
As you guys are talking, a voice comes from sort of, I would say about 10 feet away from you in an alleyway. I'm sorry. I think I might be able to help you. And coming out of the shadow of the alleyway, you see William, the son of the Baron. Once again, his sort of like round face and the slightly rotund body, not too much, and the very aggressive sort of neck beard that's starting to creep in, come out of the shadows, and he says, I'm terribly sorry for what I've done to you. I didn't mean for him to be arrested. Allow me to repay you.
How?
You
say you want to go to Garrett's house. I can. You can get in. I will keep the guards away.
Are you sure it won't get us in trouble again?
Just do it at night.
fired the guy that doesn't like us?
Only Commander Pierce now can do it. I'm not allowed to.
Okay.
But they will follow my orders.
Why would you help us get inside of the house? Do you know anything that's been happening?
Because I heard you talk about it just now, and I only wish to repay a favor.
Why were you listening to us?
You wanted to talk to me before, and I was not okay, and I got your friend arrested. I saw you at the funeral. I just wanted to say I was sorry and offer my help.
Can I try to see if he's lying?
Go ahead and roll an insight check for me.
An insight.
Yes.
7.
Seems dead honest.
It's up to you guys.
Well,
Okay.
doesn't hurt to try.
It's still morning, right?
Yeah, you guys are actually at this point you're getting pretty sleepy because you slept during the past day and you walked for more than 8 hours here, so you're getting pretty sleepy at this point.
I say we go eat because I'm very hungry.
Yeah, and we don't want you to murder people.
Yeah. And then we sleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seems good.
Would you like to come, William, and maybe explain what's going on with you? Or was going on with you?
Roll a persuasion check.
$17.
Okay, I will go with you.
Where are you guys headed?
Maven's Haven,
All right.
I guess.
As you guys head to the Maven's Haven, now accompanied by none other than the Baron's son. In this sad day that the church or the chapel of Brunswick rings its bell for Captain Garrett Stone, now passed. That is where we're going to end today's episode.
Woohoo!
All right. That was pretty good. Good fight. Good job, guys.
No, it was not.
Yeah.
Well, you guys kind of lived. But yeah, that was rough.
I just got unconscious like 3 times. That's totally fine.
Yeah, that was just pretty rough. You know, somebody's gonna be the focus. But anyway, you guys survived. You're here. You're alive. I first of all would like to remind everybody who is here that we're very thankful that you are. Thank you so much for watching. You're pretty amazing. And I would also like to remind you guys that if you're watching this live and you missed any part of the action, any part of the fight, or of the sad day where Captain Garrett Stone died, so no more weird Western accent from him, or Texan accent from him, because he died. I would like to remind you guys that you can catch all previous episodes on YouTube, on Spotify, and on Google Podcasts. It is pretty great. This one will be available next Monday. It always does. And for everybody listening in podcast form or watching on YouTube, please fucking try to watch it live once. This next session will be, so episode 9 will be on Friday, the next Friday, which is the 24th of June at 9:30 p.m. GMT +1. You can watch it live at twitch.tv/unpopular_onion. And now, let's go around the table, say who you are and what you do, shout yourselves out, starting with Sagrin. Bladium, please.
I'm Fish, also known as Your Mother is a Fish, and I play a lot of single-player games.
All right, twitch.tv/Your Mother is a Fish if you want to see any of the single-player game action. And then we move to the almost non-existent presence on social media. Our Dark Elf Cleric Azizel. Where can they find you? Who are you?
I'm Stera. I do animations for this channel, and you can find me on Twitter. And that's it.
VFX Animatrix on Twitter, you can find him there. And now moving into the wonderful, the flying, the fairy, Tunalasia Meadow Falls, please. Who are you? What do you do?
I'm Mizi. I stream on Twitch by the name Mizi Peasy, and I stream variety single-player games and Souls-like, and that's it. Yeah.
That is a very large wiener gameplay from Mizi Peasy. And now, finally, our insane murderous sorceress that went down 7 times or some shit today, but is still alive and kicking. Syndra, who are you? What do you do?
Hi, I'm Witch. I play League of Legends on Twitch, and that's pretty much it. Hi.
All right, twitch.tv/witch_sama, and you can find her on Twitch there. Anyway, chat, that will be it from us today. I hope you guys enjoyed, chat, and people watching outside of Twitch. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. Too used to being a streamer. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. But that's gonna be it for us. Everybody watching on Twitch, stay for the raid. We're gonna go say hi to somebody while we listen to a sweet tune that we didn't get to listen to before because there was no time. All right, we'll see you guys around. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.